On to race number 6 then, and race number 6 at Sha Tin on the weekend is our first visit to the all-weather, a Class 4 of the 1200 metres. Handsome Rebel, who won first up, gets barrier 4. Caris Teat and Fortune Happiness run up to 8 trigrams on his return to the track. Blotting Paper, runner up to Handsome Rebel, but gets a £16 turnaround at the weights. Dollar reward also coming at the Handsome Rebel race. Warlords, third to Handsome Rebel, that form well represented. We've got Great Sun, Demon's Rock returning, a winner over this trip but in Class 5, and then Viva Council, who was 8th when returning, also out of the Handsome Rebel race, but he was beaten over 10 lengths. Dollar Reward, Noble Birth, Demon's Rock and Starlight, Mark, switching to the all-weather, the horses that have been up at Chungfar.
And our speed map shows a good speed and lines of 3 with Viva Council, Blotting Paper, Great Sun, then 3 more, then 3 more, Noble Birth the widest, Pearl Champion on the rail, and Warlord last on the fence, Starlight and Star Superior 3 wide, Paul, as they go 3 by 3 by 3.
Handsome Rebel, he goes nice. He hasn't taken a backward step since his last win. It was a nice win. It was first win here in Hong Kong, and he travels comfortably in his track work here this morning as well. Dollar Reward, he's been up in Chungfar, this horse. Looked good last season. He hasn't really recaptured it so far coming in, but he's quite keen in his work coming down, so we'll see if he can show some improvement. Can Dollar Reward and Viva Council, another horse we know that likes to go to the front and dictate, so he'll go forward once again here. Viva Council and Alfred Chan will take that weight off his back as well.
All right, well, Handsome Rebel, one fresh up this season with a number of these horses in behind him. But most noticeably for me, Mark, is Blotting Paper, as Richard Gibson goes to the £10 claimer, gets a £16 turnaround for a length and 3/4.
Absolutely, it's a telling factor for Blotting Paper, isn't it? Handsome Rebel finally gets the win. Dollar Reward, he's just struggling on what's been normally his preferred surface. Warlord runs on well. Thought, Paul, here Handsome Rebel would go one of 2 ways. He'd go on and win it again, or the £6 would be too much and he wouldn't run in the top 4. Yeah,
look, I've got him in once again. I think sometimes these horses, once they get that winning feeling, they carry on.
All right, Warlord with a £7 turnaround as well, which is could be the difference. Fortune Happiness and Star Superior here, Paul, quite closely matched off their run behind 8 trigrams.
Yeah, I think Fortune Happiness is one of the main chances here. Joe Moreira will stick with the horse. He's drawn a little bit wide, but that's not necessarily a bad thing on this all-weather track. He hit the line really strongly with 8 trigrams. Star Superior hit the line well enough as well, but of the 2, I've taken Fortune Happiness out of it.
He's up a couple of pounds, Fortune Happiness. Now, Star Superior has 1 second up. It was September 17. It was off a rating of 56. It was race 60, and he was drawn barrier 12. It's race 60. He's drawn barrier 12 on Sunday.
There you go. Noble Birth we can have a look at next. Now, he had 2 starts last season, Paul. It was at Sha Tin and Happy Valley, both over the 1,000 metres. So now switches to the all-weather.
And he's got an all-weather pedigree as well, being out of a keeper mare who won 4 races back in New Zealand on wet tracks. So there's definitely a pedigree there. His trials in New Zealand before he got here were all pretty good, and they were on sort of a tracks we've given it as well. I like the way he kept going in this trial. I think he might be a bit of a price, so I might make him. Well, I will make him the each way play for the day.
This was his second trial. His first was up at Chungfar behind Simply Fluke, where he ran 3rd.
He's only a 10-1 as well on his second start last season. There might be something there. Great Sun, the final one we'll have a look at here, Mark. Paul O'Sullivan, Victor Wong.
He took the lead in this trial, Andrew, and gets the £5 claim in this race. Doesn't take on the eventual winner. Transcendence coming down the outside as a superstar. Just a quiet trial, but a handy trial from him, Paul.
Yeah, he's getting on in age a bit now, a Great Sun. Happy Valley's his go, I think. I'll wait till he gets to the Valley.
All right, the big grey there right in the middle. Big Party. We'll see him back in action on National Day in the feature race down the straight, 1,000-metre dash for him. First of our 2 visits to the all-weather, Paul, and it's Pearl Champion, who's our early favourite.
Yeah, I'm going to go with one at a bit of a price here, which is Noble Birth. He's by Per Encanto. He's currently 15-1 chance. I think he can scoot along. He's got a really good gate speed, and I can see him running a really good race here on the all-weather for the first time. Fortune Happiness, Handsome Rebel, and Pearl Champion, the other one. So 6, 2, 1, 3.
Going to make Pearl Champion the best bet on the program, having his second start for Manfred Mann. Now, it goes back to his run 3 starts ago when second behind Thou Shall Sing, beaten a neck on the all-weather. He was wonderful when he found a home on the all-weather, Thou Shall Sing. Zach rides Manfred Mann, barrier 2, Pearl Champion, best of the day. Star Superior, He'll be fitter. He is 8 years of age now, but he was third behind 8 trigrams first up. Blotting Paper, Andrew's mentioned the weight turnaround with that £10 claim for Jerry Chow and Fortune Happiness. 3, 8, 4 and 2.
All right, again, a bit of a mixture for me, but 3 and 2 are the numbers we've all got there in Fortune Happiness and Pearl Champion. That was race number 6. Race number 7 next up for us, also on the All Weather. Then the big one, the Celebration Cup. That's race number 8 on the programme.